Hey family, welcome back to Buzzworthy Veterans. I'm your host, Ant Stroud. Today, I'm excited to be sitting next to one of my favorite realtors here in Jacksonville, Florida, Stacey Chavez with Fathom Realty. Stacey!
Hey.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm so excited to have you. Before I just dive into all of our craziness, tell us about how you're connected to the military.
My husband is a sailor, active duty. He's a chief at Mayport.
Nice.
And he's been in for about a little over 10. We've been here in Florida for about 4.
Perfect. And has this been where you guys always known each other, or did you come from different states?
Good question. So we actually met when he was stationed in Washington. That's where I'm from, West Coast. And I knew when we got married that we would go somewhere, who knew where. Actually, originally we were going to go to Washington, D.C., which I thought would be super cool.
Absolutely.
And then we got Florida. And before I moved here, I thought, oh, Florida. But I love it here. I love Jacksonville. I love waking up to the sun every day. The only thing I miss is good coffee and microbreweries.
Oh my gosh.
Wineries.
Coffee,
too.
coffee.
All the coffee.
For the family out there, if you don't know anything about Stacey, you know she loves coffee. Tell us how you love coffee.
Well, I love coffee. I probably have too many coffee cups a day, but one of my favorite things to do is bring my clients coffee. It's a way that I get to show you that I love you and that you're just a part of my world.
That's awesome. So I know you're a military spouse, so thank you for that, because that's definitely a trying kind of position. But tell us, you work with military members as well, or?
Yes. So our primary sphere is military. Me and my business partner / best friend, Ashley Morton, we have a goal to help incoming, mostly military families, feel comfortable buying their new home in Jacksonville. We want to be a place where they feel that they're heard and that they are being told honest truths about the area or the home that they're buying. We always say we'll be your eyes, ears, and your nose, because you never know what you're going to smell inside of a house. And then for our sellers, we just hope that we provide them with the best experience that we can. Education breeds confident buyers and sellers, and that's where we go.
Perfect. That is a great segue to my next question, because even though Ashley couldn't be here with us today, we miss her dearly. Tell us, you guys are doing something special.
We are. So currently on our social media platforms, we are running what's called a home seller boot camp. And essentially it's a 5-day course, a couple of minutes, maybe 10-minute videos each day. And we're just walking sellers through what it would be like if they wanted to sell their home. What's the time frame? What could they do to get their house ready? Do we need to pay for a stager, or can they use their own decor? What are they looking at? What does the area look like? These are all things that we would personalize at a meeting, but it's just a way to get those who are thinking about buying just a broad understanding of what would be coming if you choose to do so.
Gotcha. So these aren't people who called you and said, hey, I want you to sell my home. These are people who are like, should I not, or what's even that process like?
Right. Remember, education's our goal. You know, family, very similar to your mantra, your motto. Our clients aren't just people. They're important. They're families, they're children. We want to hear them all. And so the boot camp is to reach out to people and just say, hey, here's some education. If you're thinking about it, here's where you can start, and this is what it would look like. Are you interested? Give us a call.
Perfect. I think that's a great way to start the process without that commitment stress. Like, I just want to know, I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to waste your time. So that's a great way to get them in there.
Right. And a way for them to find real information. There's a lot of information on the internet, but as you know, in our sphere, it can be different with military, and we're sometimes working with a different timeline, often working with orders that change for no reason whatsoever.
Absolutely.
And we just want people to be ready.
And I 100% agree with your education. I remember when we did our first deal together, I had the buyer and you had the seller, and we did everything in our power to make sure that both sides had an enjoyable experience. Right. And at the end of the day, and your seller wasn't even here at that time.
He wasn't.
They had already transferred.
Yeah,
so I just remember working with you, and I'm thinking, man, like, finally, not finally, because there's great agents here in Jacksonville for it, but just, I mean, military, mom, realtor, spouse, you know, that
Family,
whole,
yeah.
I mean, that's
We
just,
just clicked.
yeah.
We were like
That's it.
buddies.
That's it. My
It's
wife
like
my wife would say bosom buddies with her best friend. So, but no, I truly appreciate that. Now, if anybody wanted to get a hold of you, how would they go ahead and do that?
They could find us on social media. So Stacey Chavez, or our business page is Staci Chavez Realtor at Fathom Realty. Or you could call our group number. It's 904-601-2085. And that'll go to both me and Ashley. And someone always answers the phone.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to come on here. I know you're nervous, but you did amazing. So thank you. And I love having you in my family sphere.
Me too. Thank you.
All right, family, if you want to learn more about Stacey and Ashley, please visit iwannabuzz.com. That's going to do it for this episode of Buzzworthy Veterans. I'm your host, Ant Stroud. And remember, always vets, always family. I'll see you next time.